Look, I hang out with these guys that don't like these guys, but I hang out with those guys. And that guy who doesn't like these guys, I'll hang out with that guy. I really think I have a nice penis. Damn, I try not to lie anymore, but I do lie. I mean, I could be lying now about lying. I'm lying about, you know what I mean? I mean, there's no better scene than Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper in True Romance. You find me a better scene, I don't know what it is. ... I love that you put the ... because you're a teacher and you didn't think I'd get it. I got it. I understood it. I got you. Don't worry about what you did.
Yeah.
You're gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
I got you. Ugh. Fuck you doing? You're grown men, make your fucking own sandwich. You said something about him, and it's not true, wasn't even there. He wasn't there. All right? Relationships are the worst thing in the world and the best thing in the world running parallel all the time. I worked my whole childhood when I was a juvie in Boston to not cry. I was like, Frankie, I didn't cry. And he was like, yeah, good for you, kid. Walk up to the thing that you fear the most and walk straight up to it and do it. I need that Rocky thing where nobody believes I can do it, neither do I. And then, you know, Adrian, what'd you say? Win, ding, and then I go do that stupid shit. Are you proud of yourself? Fuck yeah, of course I am. I was a piece of shit going nowhere fast. Who gives a fuck what people think of you? Who gives a shit? Fuck them. Fuck everybody. I worry about my world, not the world. People will hate me or like me or love it. You don't, who knows? I have no idea. I'll be fine. I have my kid and I have my wife. I'm done. I'm out. Okay, you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go. My name is Robert Kelly, and I am a stand-up comedian / actor / writer / producer / dad / husband. That's all. Those are my slashes. But mainly stand-up comedian. That's how I make my money. Celtics or Knicks? Get the fuck out of here. Celtics. Really? Knicks or Spurs? All right, now you got me. I don't want the Spurs to win. I live in New York, so I would rather have the Knicks win just so this city can chill out. I mean, it's going to explode, and this is going to burn it down for a day, because that's what New York and Philly and Boston people do for some reason. When we win anything that we had nothing to do with, we'll burn the city down for a day. But I think the city needs it. A smell that makes you nostalgic. School. You ever go into like a building, like those old brick buildings, and it smells like school? Yeah. The school has a certain smell. Yeah. And anytime I've gone into these older buildings, I don't know if it's like glue or there's some smell that the schools have from when I was a kid that when I go into it, I immediately feel less than and stupid and scared and impending, like I didn't get my thing done. Right. But yeah, that school smell, I'll smell it every once in a while, where it's like, oh God, it brings me right back to 7th grade in Miss Julian's class. And she's just, did you get it done? I'm gonna get it done. Because I remember my mom, one time she tried to help me with my homework, and at one point she quit because she had a kid when she was 15 and 18. And she went, I already did this, and just left me at the table by myself. God bless you, Ma. I get it. I have it now. I do no school. During the pandemic, I was literally teaching my son wrong. I was getting all the answers wrong. My wife was like, leave. My son and my wife were like, just go. I got to do art. The Comedy Cellar on McDougal Street. Home. This is my home. This is my family. And it is the club, I believe, that changed the game for comedians. Other clubs have followed suit, and they started treating their comics like their comics, and taking care of us and giving us a place to hang and be. A lot of comedy clubs back when I got you went, you did your spot, and you got the hell out. You had to find another. This is the place where we all came before the show, and we hung out after the show. So the Comedy Cellar is the club, to me, is the best. What movies have you seen the most? True Romance. I saw it in the theaters 4 times, and then I've seen it a million times after. It's like, to me, a perfect movie. I wonder what it would be if Tarantino directed it. It would probably be different. But Tony Scott, it was like I love his movies, but sometimes they can be a little Hollywoody. And I love Tarantino because it's so independent, and they actually merge those two artists together. And to me, it's the best. Dennis Hopper and Christopher Walken is the perfect scene. It's subtle, it's slow, it's edgy, it's messed up, it's historical, and you have two master actors going at it. Some of it was improv. I mean, there's no better scene than Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper in True Romance. You find me a better scene, I don't know what it is. It's incredible. On what occasion might you lie? Oh, shit. Man. I lie. Damn, I try not to lie anymore. But I do lie. I mean, I could be lying now about lying. I'm lying about, you know what I mean? I think lying to me is the worst. When people lie, look it, I don't mind if you lie, but you should feel guilty about lying.
Yeah.
You should feel like shit. I've lied to my kid, but you have to.
Yeah.
You have to lie about what time you really want him home.
Right.
I lie about that. I've lied about certain things I've told him. I don't really lie to my wife. You know, my wife can take my phone and just have it. I don't care. There's nothing on there. I've had a couple just recently wanted to have a foursome with me and my wife. And she sent me photos of, and I just told my wife, I was like, you up for this? She's like, no. So I replied, she's not into it, sorry. And they moved on to another couple. Yeah, I'm not a fan of lies. I hate it. I lied most of my life. And then when I got sober, I was like, lying is like this cloud that's over you all the time. And, but I do lie to my kid. And I don't lie to my wife. I do beat around the bush or don't tell. So if you don't tell, is that a lie? Okay, so I lie. But when she finds out, I just say, yeah, you're right. So I had 5 uncles, and each one of them taught me something different. My uncle David taught me how to fight and make a bow and arrow. My uncle Tommy taught me about, school and math. He was a smart one. My uncle Sean taught me how to be cool and hang out. My uncle David taught me how to fight. My uncle Michael taught me how to be cool and pick up chicks. And my uncle Jimmy taught me how to work hard. So all 5 of them actually were kind of father figures to me, And they're funny. My uncle Tommy's very funny.
Yeah.
They're funny. Jimmy, not that funny. Very funny. Irish Catholic, All right, here we go. Ready? I like this. I like this game. I thought it was going to be some. How'd you get started in comedy? How's Boston compared to? What do you think about Dane Cook? What's precious to you these days? I mean, it's my son and my wife. I would say both of them. I always hate when guys would have a kid and they always just bring up, I love my kid. I love my kid. I can't wait to see my kid. And they never talk about their wife. It used to bother me. It's like, I love my kid, but I love hanging with my wife too. I would say being able, the one thing we did is I'm very traditional, which is kind of stupid, but I wake up every morning and we have breakfast together. I walk my kid to the bus stop pretty much all the time, unless I can't. And then we have dinner at the table. No phones, because that's what I remember as a kid. I remember going to my grandmother's house and we would have dinner in shifts. And even my wife's family would go over there. They would have dinner at the table, and those moments with the family is, the only thing that gets me out on the road. I leave just to come back, and it's that would have to be the most precious thing to me. The biggest lie you tell yourself. Wow, that's the biggest lie I think you tell. Be honestly, that you're not worthy. I think that's the most, I think all comics have insecurity. We just, you're not good enough, you'll never make it, you don't have it, blah, blah, blah. Those are the lies we tell ourselves. That's also the stuff that motivates us to, keep going and stuff like that. But, I think the biggest lie, that's a I think that's the biggest lie is, you know, always downgrading yourself, you know what I mean? Or comparing yourself or some shit like that. I think it's bullshit, you know? I've tried older, as you get older, you actually learn how to control your thoughts a little more. Your idea of the perfect happiness, I mean, come on, it's having at least $5 million in the bank, not having to go to my wife every month. Are we good? Can we get that? Perfect happiness? I don't know, man. I don't think it exists. I don't think it's like everybody's searching for utopia. It doesn't exist. Every day, no matter how perfect it is, will go to shit at some point. Some people, places, and things are going to mess it up, and you have to accept. Once you accept that somebody's going to say something that fucks you up. Somebody's going to do something. Somebody's going to cut you off. You're going to get a flat tire. You're going to hit traffic. Your plane's not going to take off. All that shit is beyond your control. As soon as you wake up and go, all right, and look around and be like, great day. I got a roof over my head. I got people that care about me. Let's go do this. And then you're good. That's just happiness. It's not perfect. It's just happiness. Happiness is different. I've always chased excitement. I've always chased, fame and chicks and blah, blah, blah. Happiness is different. Happiness is to learn to be happy. Happiness is when, you hang up the phone, your mom's like, hey, I love you. I love you too. Makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Excitement and perfect is like some chick being like, you're the hottest thing I've ever seen. Right. And you're like, oh my God. And then you go home and the number's wrong. You're like, ugh. Navy SEAL loyalty. That's a weird question. I mean, loyalty's big with me because I'm as loyal as a dog. But you can't expect people to be loyal back. If you're going to be loyal to people, you can't expect them because they won't. They just won't. I've always ran into trouble with, dude, I'm loyal. And, yeah, I'm not. You know what I mean? People aren't loyal. People are selfish and narcissistic and will always look out for themselves. But I think loyalty is a good thing. I do have loyalty, but it's fucked me a lot of ways. But I mean, the real loyalty is to your family. My son and my wife. Anything they need, I'm there for it. I'll stick up for them. My son gets in trouble, I got your back. I got you. Don't worry about what you did. Yeah. You're gonna fuck up. Yeah. I got you. You're going to make mistakes. I got you. But you have to be honest with me. If you're not honest, I can't have your back. So letting him know that loyalty, that, I got him no matter what, is important to me. So the only person that I'm really 100% loyal to is my son. And he'll fuck me too someday. 100%. Oh, yeah. Magical time or place. Oof. It's every time I pull up into my driveway. Look, I'm a piece of shit. I wasn't supposed to make it. I was supposed to be in jail, I wasn't supposed to be married. I was supposed to have a kid. I wasn't supposed to have a career. When I started comedy, it was punk rock. It was a bad thing. My parents were like, you need to back up, and it was like you're being stupid again. And to actually, just find something that you love and do it, and then no matter what, all the naysayers, and just keep doing it through all the bullshit, hard times, not having food, living in shitholes. And now when I pull up to my driveway and I see my wife's car and I have a car and the lights are on and I'm in my neighborhood and I'm like, oh my God, I always feel something. I love that. I love that type of thing. Even when I'm going to a gig, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to go to a plane to get to a show, and people are showing up to buy tickets to see. It's like crazy. I think you have these all the time if you want to. I mean, all the time, every day, have magical moments. Yeah. Mark Maron describes you as beautifully sensitive, filthy, and honest. How would you describe Mark? Mark, I've always, it's so funny because I don't have, I'm friends with, I don't have Look, I hang out with these guys that don't like these guys, but I hang out with those guys. And that guy who doesn't like these guys, I'll hang out with that guy. Even in high school, I'm not into tribe shit. Yeah. If you're a good person and I like you, if you're good, I like you. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you're alternative or you don't swear, or you're clean or you're dirty. That doesn't matter. Like who you are matters. And Mark, to me, he used to stand downstairs and just be like, why do you have to be so loud? And I'd be like, Mark, it's all right, buddy. You're funny. You're not gonna have a problem following me. You're hilarious. He'd be like, am I? Yeah. All right. You know what I mean? He's a real sensitive, insecure artist that is intelligent and, musical and sweet, but he does have all the insecurities, and with insecurities like me and every other comic, somebody described comics as egomaniacs with inferiority complexes. We're the best, right? Am I right? You're, and I think he's that. He is. I really like Mark. I think he's a really good guy, and he's always kind of been there too, for me. Put me on his podcast, put me on his show, and we've had really nice talks. And relationship advice. Okay, ready? Yeah. Relationship advice. It sucks. It's the worst. It's the hardest thing ever. You will always be in turmoil. You'll always be struggling the whole time. And you'll have the greatest love and the greatest time, and you'll have the most beautiful moments. That's what it is. Everybody's looking for this utopia bullshit that they put on TV. It doesn't exist. I'm talking from my perspective. Being married to a woman is the hardest thing ever. It's hard. It's always a battle because we're two different human beings trying to spend a life together. So that's going to be difficult. So you have to accept that and just know that it's hard. Once you have awareness that, being married to another person or being in a relationship is not easy, then you can say, oh yeah, this is one of the not easy parts. But it's also the best thing in the world. Yeah. It's also awesome. It's the greatest thing I've ever done. I have a beautiful son with this woman I love. He's going to have a life that I never had. He has a dad and a mom, home every day, caring for him, helping him. And having a kid sucks, but it's the best thing ever. Relationships are the worst thing in the world and the best thing in the world running parallel all the time. And one's ahead of the other, and then that one catches up, and you have to accept that shit, and you have to understand it. When was the last time you cried? I cried yesterday. This is the problem. I had a Jewish foster family. I worked my whole childhood when I was a juvie in Boston to not cry. Not only not cry emotionally, but to shut down physical pain. Like I remember I got beat up one time in the suburban projects by 4 men. I think I was 14. Bloody head to toe. Middle of the night in the project, got the shit kicked out of me. I remember leaving and I was looking at my friend Frankie, who's bleeding internally, and they kicked him so hard. And I was like, Frankie, I didn't cry. And he was like, yeah, good for you, kid. And I was like, I did it. I learned how to shut down. I was literally teaching myself to shut down all my emotions. And then I got sober. And then I remember I had a Jewish foster father for like 3 years, Ken Lazarus, who literally taught me how to like open up my feelings and cry. And once you open the floodgates, you can't shut them off. So my son, when we go to these stupid Disney films, back when he was like 5 or 6, he would have to put his hands over my eyes. Because every Disney movie, somebody's dying and some dog's dead and the kid's got nobody. I'm just like, my life. I think apologizing is a good thing in life. I don't like people that will never apologize. I think apologizing, there was this movement like 5 years ago in comedy. You can't apologize. Never apologize. That is probably one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Because if you're not apologizing, then you're not growing and you're not evolving, because that means you're perfect. And if you think you're perfect or what you're doing is perfect, I don't think you understand how life works. Yeah. I think you should be willing to apologize when you're wrong. So I don't think apologize. I don't think I'd do that. I think I would apologize if I was fucking wrong. It's the greatest thing in the world when you go out, look, I fucked up, I'm sorry. Yeah. and I didn't mean to do that. And they go, thank you. That's what bonds people, is when you realize you're wrong.
Right.
And realizing you're wrong is the key to life, because that's how you become better. What's the meaning of life? Holy shit. I don't think there's a meaning to life. You know, like I said, everybody's looking for that. You have one day. My whole life is right now, today.
Yep.
I can't go back and do whatever I messed up yesterday. I don't know if I could walk out, get hit by a bus right now. It's been the last thing I ever do. This is it. The meaning to life is right now, this second, the next second. That's the meaning of life. What you do with that time is it. I wake up in the morning, I get on my knees, and I try to think of the things that I'm grateful for. And then it eliminates all the other bullshit. I'm like, yeah, everything's good. And then I tackle the problems. I have a roof over my head, I got food in my belly, I got people that love me. I have a comedy career that I still love. I'm creative. I have friends that care about me, people I care about, and I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly trying to become a better person and treat people better in my life. And I'm constantly trying to be more creative and figure things out. I don't know what more you want in life. That's a full day. My therapist always says it. When I start complaining about things, that's a life. You're living a life. Yeah, that's life. When before I used to do drugs, alcohol, sex, food, to not feel any of it. I don't want to have any of it. I want to just go away. That's not a life. That's hiding from life.
Yeah.
I live life now. I don't hide from any of it. And I feel it, and it hurts, and it sucks, and it's like, ugh. And my wife's mad at me, my kid is upset. Or my friend, or I yelled, or I did something stupid. And I have to go to court for a fucking ticket from 20 years, whatever. Go through it, that's your life. These are experiences. Experience the pain. Like they say, pain is the pathway to peace. Go through it, feel it, figure it out. Walk up to the thing that you fear the most and walk straight up to it and do it. Don't have fear, don't all that bullshit, just do it. So that's where I'm at 55, I'm trying to do that, and try not to worry about what people think of you. Who gives a fuck what people think of you? Who gives a shit? Fuck them, fuck everybody. Just keep my world real small. You know what I mean? Politics, all the bullshit. What do you think about? I don't give a fuck. You fucking tribal asshole. You really give a fuck? I worry about my world, not the world. I'm raising a kid that's going to be good to other people and have empathy. So he's going to grow up and spread that. Stop worrying about changing some fucking 6-year-old asshole who has, beliefs about, who gives a shit? It's been happening since man was on Earth. Have we been going through all this political bullshit? It's so funny to me. These people get so political and they pick sides and they say this and that. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Guy has a Trump sticker on. He's a racist. Is he? Asshole. Have you talked to him? Have you even... This one voted for Biden. They're fucking woke left. Do you really? Do you know that? Go fucking talk. I know people on the left. I know people on the right. I know people who don't give a fucking pot. I know all kinds of different people. Like in my friend group, you look at Mark Maron. I love him. Talk to him. Can sit down and have a meal with him. Invite him to my house. Gary Gulman, same thing. Love him. Talented. Great. One of my closest friends. Luis Gomez. Big J. Ari Shafir. Fucking crazy. Nuts. Blah, blah, blah. They do crazy. Yeah. Love them. Come to my house. My son loves all of them. Colin Quinn. Fucking genius. Funny guy. Hilarious. The best guy. This is my son's godfather. Talk about the guys in like Tony V. Fucking hilarious guy. Love the guy. Ron Bennington. Another guy. These are all people from different things. It's not about what you do, it's who you are. Right? And that's where I kind of go from. I don't care what you do, what you say. I hate when people hate people for their comedy. Go talk to the guy first.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a good person. Maybe what he's doing has nothing to do with it. I'm not gonna. You do left comedy and men suck. I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking write you off.
Right.
I'm gonna talk to you a little bit, see what's up, see if you're a good person first. You know what I mean? I have a lot of friends that we shouldn't be friends, but we're close friends. I had a lot of friends that should be my friends that I'm not with. I'm not friends with that person because they're not a good person. So that tells me that I like good people. That means I feel like I'm good. You know what I mean? So if I could pass that on to my kid, that's great. Don't judge people. Gay, straight, I don't give a fuck. Any of that stuff. Trans, who gives a shit, you know? And I think people really want to be a part of something. Be a part of yourself, your life. Worry about your world, not the world. You know what I mean? When I go home to Boston, I'm walking through the garden and I hear that stupid accent and I'm like, fucking, you talk to anybody, yeah, buddy, it's right down there. And Bobby, where the fuck you going? Come here. I want to talk to you. It's my favorite. Fuck them, you cocksuckers. I don't give a fuck. That's the best accent in the world. And the toughest broads in them. My wife was the same way. I met my wife waiting tables. Didn't want nothing to do with her. Didn't even think about being with her. She was just an awesome girl. Yeah. Really, cute girl. It was at the beginning of my comedy, so I was like in that, that fucking cool rock star fucking. Yeah. And that's the whole thing about that one day, that day you have. You think you can see the future. Yeah. You think you got it all figured out. And what does it say? God makes plans and man makes plans and God laughs, right? It's like $1 million they wouldn't have said, I'm hooking up with the brunette at La Familia Giorgio's. You know what I mean? That would be the love of my life. Yeah. That I would have a kid with. Yeah. It wouldn't. No. We don't fit in our town. We live in like a upstate, like Westchester town. And we show up and there was a kid that spread a rumor about my kid and she stopped him and, hey, come here. You said something about him and it's not true, wasn't even there. He wasn't there. All right? And the kid was like, okay, I'm sorry. All right, so make sure you fix that, all right? And the kid's like, I will. It's like, I love her. I fucking love her. I love when she gets Boston, especially in Westchester. Yeah. Oh, we walk into stores, they don't even know what the fuck we're saying. Yeah. Give me a coffee with, give me cream. You want half and half? It's fucking cream. Shut up. You know what I'm talking about. I know, New York, they don't do cream in their coffee. They give you milk. It's like, what savages? What do you want people to understand about you? I don't want you to understand anything about me. I don't know, man. Fucking, you don't need to understand shit. Because even if I wanted you to, you're not gonna. It's like you're gonna interpret me the way you interpret me. Some people think I'm fantastic. Some people think I stink. That's what sucks about the internet. You get to learn what people think of you. I don't need to know that.